police have launched an investigation after Bury fans clashed with Lincoln City supporters at the end of Saturday's top table tie. Danny Cowley's men were pegged back 3 times in an end-to-end encounter against the Shakers at Gigg Lane. The Imps thought they had secured a vital victory over their League Two title rivals until Will Amison beat Grant Smith with a powerful header 5 minutes from time. But the result was overshadowed by controversy off the pitch after the final whistle. Travellin supporters say they were ambushed by a group of 40 to 50 Bury fans as they attempted to leave the Energy Check Stadium. John Akande celebrates after putting the Imps 3-2 up against Bury. Image, camera sport, Andrew Vaughan. Children were left in tears and others heard screaming in the incident, according to one City supporter who said it was one of his worst experiences for many years. Jonathan Belshaw, who was at the match with his 11-year-old son, told Lincolnshire Live, "As we were leaving the game the gates were wide open with no stewards in sight. A large group of Bury fans then charged at Lincoln fans, predominantly families at this point. I shouted at folk to get back as they were still running at us. This was, as I say, mainly families and older folk. There was a further charge from their fans. At this point Lincoln fans walked forward as one to try get to the coach, but they were still trying to attack us. Fortunately Lincoln fans behaved or it would have been worse. My son was in tears and I heard others screaming." Lincoln City held by promotion rivals Bury after 6-goal thriller Danny Cowley applauds the Travellin fans after the 3-3 draw at Bury. Image, camera sport, Andrew Vaughan. He added, "It is probably the worst I have seen for many years." Mr. Belshaw said the ordeal lasted for around 15 to 20 minutes. The 36-year-old also criticized the slow response of the stewards and police at the scene. A number of City supporters have taken to social media to speak of their bad experiences after the match. But Greater Manchester Police GMP said officers stepped in quickly, adding that the match was not considered a high-risk fixture. Chief Superintendent Stuart Ellison, Gold Commander during Saturday's fixture, said, "We work closely with clubs to fully assess each fixture, as well as using intelligence, to decide on the appropriate policing operation required based on threat, risk and harm posed." Following this assessment, it was identified the match was not a high-risk fixture and dedicated local officers would be in the area to provide community reassurance. After the match had finished, officers swiftly stepped in to ease tensions after becoming aware of an earlier fight between groups of fans. "We are not aware of any reported injuries from the earlier disorder, but officers are investigating it as a public order offense." Danny Cowley on facing former Lincoln City defender Scott Wharton. Danny Rowe after putting the Imps in front at Bury. Image, camera sport, Andrew Vaughan. "We will continue to work with clubs and partners around policing arrangements for future fixtures." Lincolnshire Police confirmed they are supporting GMP with their investigations. Tweeting after the match, the Lynx Police Football Unit said that Imps fans had behaved impeccably on the day. Officials wrote, "Wishing Lincoln City supporters a safe trip back home after backing Imps vocally tonight at Bury. Some confrontation after the game which we will be investigated, but Imps fans behaved impeccably all evening and were a credit to the club." Lincoln City has released a statement following the conclusion of the match. Posting on the club's official website, a spokesperson for the club said, "We are aware of post-match incidents at the Energy Check Stadium at Gigg Lane and are currently investigating. Anyone with information is advised to email feedback@lincolncityfc.co.uk with any details. Thank you for your superb support. You were a credit to Lincoln City Football Club." Officials from Bury told Lincolnshire Live the club would be handing CCTV over to the authorities tomorrow. A spokesperson said, "We are aware of an alleged incident involving supporters of both teams at the exits at the east stand of the ground after yesterday's game. The CCTV footage will be available for senior officials of the club tomorrow morning to review and GM Police will receive a copy. We will take the strongest possible action as a club and support GM Police in whatever actions they wish to take, as this sort of alleged behavior will not be tolerated."